All right, let's get right into it. We've all been told that a daily walk is one of the absolute best things you can do for your health, right? But what if you're doing it all wrong? What if that daily walk is actually, believe it or not, doing more harm than good? Maybe even destroying your joints and starving your brain of what it needs. It's a pretty shocking question, I know, but it's one we have to ask. I mean, think about this. A huge study that followed over 14,000 older adults found that how you walk is a much stronger predictor of your future health than just how fast you're walking. So, are you putting in all that effort just to be robbed of the real benefits? Let's figure that out. Ah, yes, the magic number, 10,000. It's the goal that's been hammered into our heads for years, right? We chase it on our smartwatches, we feel guilty when we miss it. But have you ever stopped to wonder where that number actually came from? The real story? Well, it might just blow your mind. There it is. It wasn't born out of some groundbreaking scientific study. It was cooked up for a marketing campaign. For years, we've all been obsessing over a completely made-up number. Look, forcing yourself to hit 10,000 steps with bad form is kind of like flooring the gas pedal in a car that has no oil. You're just doing damage. It's time to forget the marketing and focus on what the real science tells us. So let's look at the actual data. This is what's really interesting. You start seeing real health benefits kicking in around 2,500 steps. But the real sweet spot? That seems to be right around 7,000 steps. Getting there is linked to a massive 51% reduction in cardiovascular disease risk. And the jump from 7,000 to 10,000, honestly, the extra benefit is pretty small. So what's the takeaway? It's that consistency and quality beat some arbitrary high number every single time. Okay, so if it's not about hitting that magic number, what is it about? Well, it's all about avoiding these super common mistakes that basically cancel out all the good stuff you're trying to do. So let's break down the blueprint to fix your walk and really get your biology working for you. Most of us do this and don't even realize it. Shallow little breaths into our chest. It's kind of like trying to fill a big bucket by only pouring water into the very top. The bottom half stays completely empty. You're literally starving your muscles and your brain of precious oxygen. The fix? Deep belly breathing. We're talking about diaphragmatic breathing. It actually lowers your stress hormones, calms down your whole cardiovascular system, and even helps flush waste gases from the bottom of your lungs. You know, as we get older, our stride tends to get shorter. It turns into more of a shuffle. It might feel safer, but biologically, it's a disaster. It's sending a signal to your bones that they can start to dissolve. But a purposeful, longer stride creates impact. That impact generates a tiny electrical charge in your bones. It's called piezoelectricity. It's amazing. That little charge is the signal your body needs to build new, stronger bone tissue. Come on, we're all guilty of this one. Staring down at your phone while you walk isn't just a distraction, it's a biological nightmare. For one, it prevents your spinal discs, which are like little sponges that don't have their own blood supply, from getting nutrients, which they get from the pumping motion of a straight, upright walk. But it also kills a really important brain-calming mechanism. And that mechanism has a name. It's called optic flow. See, when you look forward and you let the world just kind of stream past you in your peripheral vision, it literally quiets down your brain's fear center, the amygdala. You are manually switching your nervous system from fight or flight mode to rest and digest mode. Walking while staring at a screen completely robs you of this incredible mental health benefit. Here's a little test. If you can easily sing a song while you walk, you've probably fallen into what I call the pace trap. A slow, leisurely, steady stroll is, frankly, pretty useless for creating real cardiovascular change. You need to mix it up. Think of it as the pulse protocol. Speed up for a minute, really push it, then go back to your normal pace. And please, get off the flat pavement. Walking on uneven surfaces like grass or a trail forces all those little stabilizing muscles to fire up, and it keeps your nervous system on its toes. So, fixing the way you walk, that's half the battle. But if you really want to reset your biology, you have to fuel the machine from the inside out. And that brings us to the arterial health blueprint. This is all about getting healthy, starting at the cellular level. Just think of this as the master plan for cleaning out your arteries. Now, this protocol tackles plaque at every single stage of its development. But for today, we're going to zoom in on 3 of the most powerful steps you can start taking right now. Blocking the bad stuff from getting in, stabilizing the damage, and calling in the cleanup crew.
First things first, let's block the bad cholesterol from even getting into our system. There's this amazing thing called plant sterols. You find them in foods like walnuts, lentils, pumpkin seeds. They basically act as a decoy. They get in the way and physically stop LDL, the bad cholesterol, from being absorbed into your bloodstream. The data on this is incredible. It can lower your LDL by up to 12.5% in just a few weeks.
Here's the secret. Cholesterol itself isn't the enemy. It becomes dangerous when it oxidizes inside your artery walls. Think of it like metal rusting. So what's the solution? You guessed it, powerful antioxidants. Foods like raw garlic and dark berries are packed with them, and they neutralize that damage. Pomegranate juice is an absolute superstar here. Studies have shown it can reduce that bad LDL oxidation by a whopping 90%. Now this might be the most important step of all. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic cop for calcium in your body. It literally activates proteins that grab calcium out of your arteries, where it causes hardening and plaque, and directs it back into your bones where it belongs. And get this, the huge Rotterdam study linked high K2 intake to a 57% reduction in death from heart disease. That is not a small number. That is a game changer. Okay, so we've broken down the mistakes, we've rebuilt the nutritional foundation. Now let's put it all together into one simple, powerful plan that can turn your daily walk from just another chore into a total biological reset. Here it is. This is your new action plan. First, forget 10,000 steps, aim for 7,000 quality steps. Breathe deep down into your belly. Walk with a purposeful stride, keep your head up, and let that optic flow work its magic. Mix up your pace with intervals and get off the pavement. And finally, fuel your body with the good stuff it needs to fight that arterial rust. This is the blueprint for a better walk. So, the next time you lace up your shoes, you've got a choice to make. Are you just going to go through the motions, kill some time, and check a box? Or are you going to use what you now know to execute a protocol, to truly engage your biology, and to turn every single step you take into a powerful investment in your long-term health? The choice is all yours.